Guys, so you just got a chance to play D6. We're at Certifiable Studios, obviously this is not the final version of the game, but just your first impressions. What do you think?
It's getting close to the final version.
It's fun. I want to play it again because I want to see more things. I love the in-between combat. In between turns, the little DM
like the
interventions,
random encounters.
Yeah, the random encounters. I love that.
So we'll turn one of these over.
Yep, and now spawn another monster each time a new card comes out.
And where's it
Roll
go?
the D10.
There you go.
8.
Number 8, Dead Pass.
Bone Banshee and the Dead Pass. Okay.
Yes.
D4 versus...
You're engaging the monster?
Yep.
Okay.
I plan to engage the monster.
Excellent. Wait! The monster possesses a dark magic which turns your weapon into a cheeseburger. You weren't ready for this. I guess you're down to using your fists. You cannot use advantage cards.
I gotta be honest, why would you go into battle with a cheeseburger? That's just weird.
Maybe you're...
Dale.
Yeah, it gives a nice little personalized feel to it.
The fact that you can kind of combo out and just do some really crazy stuff is pretty awesome too. As with most things up here, I love the art, I love the style. It's very even though it plays, in my opinion, definitely a board game. This is not a tabletop RPG or anything along those lines, but with as many nods and the way it plays, it has that feel to it, and I really like that.
Any highlights from you, Mr. Dale?
No, I had a very fun time playing it. This was actually my second run through it. First time was 4-player, which took a considerably longer time to play, but that's been adjusted already since then. I really enjoy, like Tim said, I really enjoy the artwork, and especially the attention to detail in the character pawns. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Just very, very nicely done. Lots of little extras on the map that you don't really look at while you're playing, but if you just look at some things like over here you have the Isle of Lost Children, that calls to mind to me, like, since it's next to Condoyle Bay, that brings back images of the endangered orphans of Condoyle Cove, which is a Kickstarter game these guys at Certifiable did.
And so it seems like a nod to some of the other games as well.
Yeah, and if you actually look around the map, you'll see nods to other games. Like there's a burden sitting over here on this signpost, and of course the burdens are from Stuffed. So I like those nice little Easter eggs that you catch in the game if you pay attention, and the humor that's in the cards,
Such as this one, some broadsword. That seems like something that my wife would laugh at and definitely not use. So yeah,
because it belonged to a broad.
Yeah, she's more of like death battle axe.
Oh, okay.
Not going to use some broadsword.
So as far as difficulty, what do you say as far as starting the game? Do you think you're going to have time explaining it to other people?
No, I think it's very easy to pick up.
Yeah, it's super easy to pick up. I mean, the first turns back and forth took a little bit of time as we're trying to figure out what it is that you can do. But we both picked it up really fast. I mean, you'd played it once before in an older version of the rules. Me, this is my first time. Like, I didn't see anything beforehand, just glimpses of it, and picked it up pretty quick.
These guys always knew where they were going with it from start to finish. I've seen it in its pizza box phase, and even then, they knew what they wanted to do with it, and fleshed it out almost immediately.
The cool thing about that, though, kind of on the flip side, is that with this, because throughout the game we're playing. Well, this is new to us. We're looking down. We see, oh man, I could have done this. I could have done that. So with multiple playthroughs of this game, I mean, you're just going to be doing everything, and each individual character is different, which is cool. So he was playing as the explorer, and he's got a lot more stuff to move him around, gather more. I was a slayer. I was a complete badass against all of the monsters.
Now, the ultimate thing would be if he was over here. Then you.
Which is why.
One thing that never happened, though, while we were playing, two things that never happened is, one, we never hired a rent-a-thug.
This is true.
And I'm curious as to see how that would work out in gameplay, just to kind of trip up the other player or players. Yeah. And the other thing we never did was we never chibbed out.
No.
If you chib out when you lose all 3 of your hit points. And when you chib out, you have to turn over your player card. And all the player cards are different on the back. So if I had chibbed out, as they call it, I would have turned into a sad little forest creature. I'm not sure, that might be a fox, which cannot use class cards. It gives me a D4 attack level, so I'm down to a D4 from a D6, but it increases my stealth to a 6. So it makes it easier to get past monsters and go back to the village, where you can try to turn yourself back into your regular self. So as the Slayer, he would have been turned into a D4 turtle, which cannot use class. None of these can use their class cards, but their stealth goes up, their attack level goes down.
I think if you did mention we didn't use the Rent-a-Thug, we didn't have to chib out for just a 2-player game when we're just starting. I think that kind of makes sense. When you start adding another person in, when when you've played the game for a while and you know just how much you can completely screw over the other person. Excuse me. Not what you can do to screw over the other person, what the DM can do to screw over the other person, because it's always the DM that's doing it. It's
you
never
happen to be the DM and you just pull the monster out of the bag.
Yeah.
I like it.
So right now, you can't. You just because you could roll for stealth, but you're ending your turn anyway, so he's still not attacking you. So you can leave it at that.
I'll leave it at
end your turn.
Yeah, see, I didn't do that. It was the DM.
Yeah, it wasn't. He's just reading the manual.
Now, if you would quit playing as the player who played the DM,
that would be great.
But yeah,
if that's what makes you feel better.
You have deniability.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Maybe this will be one of the first board games that you won't lose friends over.
I just want to point out that since it's never your fault for harming another player in this game, that wasn't really me who killed that cat and took its coin.
Well, you didn't kill it.
Well,
not to get bogged down
semantics,
right?
In semantics, but so finally, I mean, as Dice Junkies, I mean, we'll get the game, we'll do a full review on it whenever it comes out. Hanging around the Certifiable Studios, there's definitely little mice running around here saying we should expect a Kickstarter, I think, soon.
Very soon. We're not allowed to say how soon.
What would you suggest? What would you say to somebody who hasn't played the game, is looking at the Kickstarter? I mean, is this something you would suggest for your average game?
I would say do your homework and buy all the other games that Certifiable has put out. I was not paid to say that, although I will accept donations. I have all the other games, starting with Endangered Orphans. I picked up Who Goes There, the deluxe set with all of the figures, and I have Stuffed is on the way. By the way, I even have, they don't like to talk about it, but I have Sugar Ponies, which was, it was a stretch goal.
Yeah.
So for one of their other games, and I do break it out and play it from time to time at lunch.
I would probably say for this one, this is a game that I think, like, when you look at it, and for anybody that's looking on the Kickstarter, when you see it, I mean, there's going to be a list of random encounters that is going to be hopefully, 100 thick of different random encounters that you're going to get. There's all these different abilities that you have. There's all these different places that you can go. But it's simple. I think this is something that I could get my friend's wife to play. And that's kind of a teller, she's not really a hardcore gamer. This is not going to be your Scythe, your Euphoria, where you're just bogged down with tons of rules. This is very simple. You roll for your enemy, you're good to go. But it's fun, and there's a lot of complexity to it that you can really add in.
Not bashing on Scythe or Euphoria. I like.
No, not at all. They're amazing. They're just more for your hardcore and
they're for tacticians.
Yeah. I love Euphoria. But no, I think that this is going to be a game that's going to be good for both your, probably not just your casual Uno players or something like that, but your people.
Your novice gamer, you would say?
Novice gamer could definitely get into it. Your experienced gamers would probably love it as well.
They would still enjoy it, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I already figured out what your response was going to be when I kept hearing you guys talking about strategies and stuff already. So, all right. Well, so we've heard a little bit about the game, first impressions, everything like that. You've seen some footage. If you're watching this, we will cut some in. Last thing would be where do you? I'm not Certifiable Studios. You're not Certifiable Studios. But where can we find Certifiable Studios? Do any of y'all know that?
Yeah, that's at 287 South Perkins Street.
Not the address, man.
Well, if you do happen to be local and you want to come hang out, these guys are very accessible.
They are here in Ridgeland, Mississippi.
Yeah, but otherwise you can find them on Facebook at Certifiable Studios. Just reach out if you want to play a game, and they'll accommodate you.
Awesome. Well, yeah, go check them out on Facebook, Certifiable Studios, so you'll know when that Kickstarter is happening. And you can see some of their other cool games. They drop some sweet humor every once in a while on the site. They had me cracking up the other day. So, all right. Any final things before we cut this off?
Oh, I see what you did there, by the way, before you cut us off.
What?
And I'm just going to put out the fact that you just plugged. One of the things that they're talking about with this game is that getting an exclusive deal. Am I allowed to talk about this?
We don't have anything confirmed yet, so let's, yeah.
Okay. I cannot say anything further about that.
All right.
This time it's 4-2. I win.
You did. Can I hunt again?
That's an action, so you can't perform an action if you're in a space with a monster. You have to roll for stealth and then hunt again.
So I can roll for stealth
Yes.
and then try and hunt again,
Yes.
and then choose one to fight.
Yes.
I'll do that.
Yep.
So I'll roll for stealth. 3 is less than 5,
Hunt again.
and
I
will
just
hunt
want to
again.
point out the advantages of not having to look in the manual mid-game since you have the creator standing.
Yeah. That's beautiful. I would like to hunt again in
He wants a gelatinous cube.
the bay.
Actually, the best
Walmart
thing
is totally out of your ammunition right now.
I've got a gelatinous kit.
all that.
Where are you? In the bay?
I'm in the bay.
It's a Rogue/Guardian Minotaur D10.
Okay.
Sucks because you actually got what you want in the bay and you can't carry it.
Well, I was trying to go for one of these. Well, that wouldn't give me anything.
You really can't, yeah, because you can't carry it. At this point, you just want more so you can get another victory point, and you got it already.
So,
You
yeah, there's nothing really else that I can do.
That's it.
So
that's it. Y'all total up y'all's points.
cool. All right, so I get a point from here, or
Yeah,
is
first
it?
you add up these.
Okay. I'm assuming that's marked off.
Yes,
I
that's
got
2.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Cool. I only had 7.
Yeah, 6. They should. Yeah, this one came in handy.
10,
Oh,
11.
that's a 1.
Yeah.
So I only had 6. The golden was worth 2. I think.
So I had a total of 10.
The basic that doesn't have a plus, and then if he's +1, he's like plus whatever, he's worth more, and if he's plus even higher, he's worth more.
Right.
I think there's a dragon, and there's 3 victory points, but he's up there.
Okay. Yeah, only 6.
And I got a total of 10. So I win.
Woo! Congratulations.
Thank you. That was fun.
Something.
Thanks for watching Dice Junkies. Keep playing games.
Keep rolling.